Hey, what it be? It is me. My hair is wet, that's why I look like a rat. But, more than usual, that is. But, I want to talk about dreams, guys. It's been a while since I made a dream video, isn't it? Hasn't it been? Yes. So, um, it's been another one of them nights where I didn't sleep last night. Yeah? I've been having a lot of sleep trouble lately, man. A lot. Um, I don't quite know why. My theory, and this, I think I have an excuse to talk about sleep because this is a dream video, so it's okay if I go on a tangent. Um, I would do it anyway, though. I would do it anyway, cause I don't care. I don't care. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't care. Ha 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 ha. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't leave, please. Sorry. I'm sorry. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. But not like in a weird way, unless you want it to be. Anyway, well, okay. So anyway, yeah, haven't been sleeping well lately, and I think either it's like a fucking manic episode, which mm, that would suck, or, or, um, and I don't know if I have bipolar disorder. By the way, it's been theorized that I have it by some doctors and stuff, but I don't know. I don't think it's confirmed or anything. I'm not diagnosed. I don't believe. So, but anyway, so I think it could be that, like, I was in the hospital for 5 days. During that time, I didn't have my Vyvanse, which, as you ought to know, or if you don't know, it's all right. It's a stimulant. It's a stimulant drug, stimulant medication for ADHD. So I was off of that for 5 days, and I was off of coffee. I didn't have any coffee, so, like, yeah, no caffeine of any kind. So, like, I got a break from it, like a long break. And, so when I got out of the hospital, I came back on the stuff. I came back on the Vyvanse and the caffeine. So maybe that's why I've been having sleep trouble, because, I got a break from it, so it broke my tolerance, and now that I'm back on it, it's hitting me harder. Yeah, like I'm not used to it like I was, before the hospitalization. So that could be it. But it's a bit odd that it's lasting this long, though. You know, like I think it's been over 2 weeks since I've been out of the hospital. I think I'm bad with time, but I think that's right. So, um, yeah, it's a little odd that I'm still having these sleep troubles. This late in the game. Uh, yeah, but it's whatever. Anyway, I'll tell you about some dreams now. So obviously I don't have any to share about like last night because no sleepies. And I do feel okay though. By the way, I don't really feel tired right now. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes I don't get any sleep, but I don't really feel like tired. At least for most of the day. Usually by like late in the day I'll be tired, but then it's late in the day so I can sleep. So yeah, yeah. No. Anyway, my throat hurts a little bit. Mm, mm, I had to do the thing where I like scratch it with my tongue. It kind of looks like I'm trying to unhinge my jaw. That's why I cover it up. Um. Anyway. Um. Yeah. So like the night before last, I had a dream that I was back in the hospital. Yeah. And I just remember it felt quite surreal. Uh, which is kind of how it felt like in the first day or so. Um, and I do remember feeling a bit scared and confused in this dream. And I remember like they were giving me food and stuff. Like they gave me food that was in the container, just like how it is at the hospital. See, at the hospital, or the one I was at anyway, the food was served on like this hot plate. The plate was like heated up, I guess, like preheated, or maybe it's got some kind of heating device or aid, some kind of chemical inside of it. I'm not sure, but yeah, and then it comes with like a lid on it. It's like this big. It's pretty heavy, honestly. It's like heavy, so I kind of think there is some sort of electronics in there that heats it up. I don't know. Um, it's like kind of a sort of platter, with this like lid, and you take off the lid, and then there's your food. You know, it's pretty nice. You know, really nice, honestly. Um, that was one of my favorite parts of being at the hospital. The food, the hospital food. I mean, it's not too bad, honestly. Not too bad, man. Uh, I was always ordering like really unhealthy food. I was like getting pizza and cheeseburgers and stuff like that. And for breakfast, they would always serve us the same thing. I believe. I believe so. I think so. I don't remember too well. I remember I got the same breakfast at least 2 times, and it was like bacon, orange slices, pancakes with syrup, um, gee, I think maybe grits. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Maybe it was grits. I just remember there were certain things that I didn't eat because I didn't like them. I know I didn't eat the oranges, and then there's this other thing I also didn't eat because I didn't like it. It might have been grits, but I don't know. Not important. I just, it's kind of interesting to just remember these things, and remember the kind of the less horrible parts of it and stuff. Not to like romanticize it, but just as a sort of memento, a sort of reminiscent kind of thing. Anyway, in the dream, they gave me some food and stuff, and I remember it was a little bit hard to reach, but I did reach it. I could pick it up, but it's a little bit hard to reach from my hospital bed for some reason. And the most interesting thing about the dream, and I wasn't terrified or anything, it was just like a mild, like, confusion and, like, anxiety. I wasn't really, like, terrified like I was in real life when I was at the hospital. But anyway, the most interesting part of the dream was that the room, it kind of looked like a scene in the Barbie movie, where, like, it's the scene where, they show, like, the CEO of Mattel, and they show, like, his office. Yeah, I think, yeah, it looked a bit like that. Looked a bit like that, yes. The lighting was similar, the layout of the room was similar, but it also kind of looked like this other office thing. It's a scene, this video by a YouTuber called Value Select, which is the excellent fucking YouTuber, man. If you don't know who Value Select is, you gotta check out Value Select. That's a fucking YouTuber and a half, man. By that I mean he's a really good YouTuber, okay? He's good as a YouTuber and a half. You know? I don't know. I don't know. Don't question it. Just go with it. Just go with it, man. But yeah, so in this one video, I don't remember I couldn't tell you what the video was, but I just remember this scene in one of his videos where, like, it shows a like, CEO, and it shows his office. Yeah. I know, not very interesting or anything, but yeah, it's just something I remember, It's cool. And, but then, like, later on that night, I remember, like, having dreams about, I remember I dreamt that I was in my dad's house. Yeah, sorry, I have to fucking burp, sorry about that. Alright, I'm good. I was at my dad's house, it was nighttime, and I just kind of woke up in my bed, and I knew I was dreaming. I was positive that I was dreaming. And, but it was realistic, Like, lately, when I've had lucid dreams, I've been very, very impressed by the like, utter realisticness of it all, the utter realism, the immersiveness, the lucidity. Well, no, that's not what, no. That's not what that word means. Like, that's not even, like, one of the uses of that word. I'm sorry. It's not even, like, yeah. Anyway, I've just been very impressed by like how damn realistic it all is, man. It feels just like real life. Almost, almost. I mean, the one thing about dreams is that I haven't found myself feeling like extreme pain in any dream ever. I think I've felt like very, very mild pain in dreams before, but never extreme pain ever. That's good. I'm not complaining about that. Anyway, so I woke up in my dad's house in my room, and I just remember I really wanted to wake up because, I knew that like I had school that day and I didn't want to like wake up super late. I like to wake up pretty early for school um because I like a lot of free time before I go to school. Um to just hang out in my room and wake up and wait for my meds to kick in and all that. I like to really prepare before I do anything like go anywhere. So I'll start my day like see I have to catch the bus by like 6:45 or so, and like yeah, so it's kind of early, ain't it? It is kind of early. So yeah, it's pretty fucking early, honestly. It's really early. So like with that in mind, you gotta understand that like if I want to have several hours of free time in the morning to wait for my meds to kick in and just wake up and hang out and have just some time to myself. Cause I am a morning person now. Actually, I'll get to that. I'll just put a pin in that. Okay. But anyway, if I want to have that, I have to wake up at like 3 o'clock. 3 a.m. or earlier sometimes. Sometimes later. Sometimes I don't have any free time, and then that can be okay too. Sometimes I need my sleep and I have to sleep in. Um so sometimes I'll wake up at like 6 o'clock and then I'll only have like you know, about like 35, 40 minutes to get ready and then, go to the bus stop. Um uh yeah, but and that's kind of been more often than not recently. Like it used to be that I would I'm sorry if this is terribly, terribly boring, by the way, but I think some people do find it very interesting that I choose to wake up very early like this. Like, some people find it crazy that I do that, especially as a teenager, I guess. Like, because teenagers are notorious for waking up late. I used to be that way. Again, put a pin in that. See, this is related to the previous pin. This is basically the same pin, that we're talking about here. I'm just, okay. Anyway, so, yes, I would have to wake up at, like, very early times, like 3 a.m. and shit. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Uh, yeah, and it's good for me. Yeah. But anyway, now we're gonna address the pins. The pins. The pins. P-I-Ns. Not like a pin number. No. I think I'm kind of good at guessing acronyms. So I'm going to say PIN stands for Personal Identification Number. Is that right? I think that's probably right. I'm going to look it up later. And yeah. Yeah. But I'm going to say that sounds right, but see, the thing is, I'm sorry. Now I'm going on another tangent, but I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Just this is a roller coaster. Just stick with me, man. Stick with me. So pin number, right? That's redundant because the N stands for number. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 89% sure that 85% sure that is what it stands for, okay? The N, the letter N in the acronym. So it's like pin number. Well, personal identification number basically. It's just like an ATM machine, see? I don't quite know what ATM stands for. I just know that the M stands for machine. So when people say ATM machine, that's redundant too. They're technically saying machine twice. It's funny. Um. Anyway. There's a lot of instances of that, but those are the only two that I can think of. Um. And they're connected, because you put your PIN number in the ATM, right? Right. I think that's true. Yeah. Um. now I gotta tell you some other dreams. So, there is one that I can remember right now, but that one I can't tell you about. That one's personal. Okay? Sometimes they're personal. Let me think. There've certainly been a lot recently. Gee, I'm sorry if this is boring again. Oh, I'll say something here. I think I'm kind of afraid that I might have memories or well, memories that's that's a guarantee. Well, not necessarily, I guess, especially knowing me, but probably I'll have but anyway, I mean I'm afraid that I'm going to have dreams about that hospital visit for the rest of my life, you know? Like it was only 5 days, but it felt like an eternity, you know? And a lot of stuff happened during that time. Very, very eventful time, you know? Very eventful time. I mean, especially just the first day, for fuck's sake. So much happened. Chaos. Utter chaos, man. Yeah, so, um, yeah, just wanted to say that. Honestly, I think I'm gonna end the video here because it's like going on 17 minutes now. That's pretty long. I mean that's not like crazy long, but it's like that's a decently sized video. So, if I think of more dreams, and I might, there's a good chance I will, but if I think of more dreams, I'll just make another video because that's how we do it around here. That's how we roll, motherfuckers. That's how we roll, bitch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, have a nice little day, man. Have a nice little fucking day, okay? Have a nice little cute little sweet day. Give it a fucking kiss, you know? Hug it, you know? Fuck it if you want to, and if it wants to, you know? If you're mutually consenting, you know? Have sex with the day that you're having. Alright? Bye.